Next World, he is all alone, just strolling through. Let him hear it from the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Next, winning. Title for him, Lafitte. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Birdstone. Slip Mahoney along the inside with Time for Trouble, and next is just outside of them. Mask Parade will be at the back through the opening stages. So it's Time for Trouble who will be the target. As next is second by a head, Slip Mahoney down at the rail, and Mask Parade. They're covered by 3 lengths, rounding the far turn at Saratoga Racecourse for the first time. 25 seconds flat. Next will have no part of that slow pace, and he's up to take command. So it is Next leading the way. Slip Mahoney, as Mask Parade has moved up to take third. Time for Trouble has been pulled up. Very awkward for him out in the center of the racecourse. They're in the stretch for the first time, Slip Mahoney and Next. It's Slip Mahoney in front by a half length. Next is second by 2.5, and then Mask Parade. 1 lap to go. Luis Saez and Slip Mahoney, Luan Machado, and Next right up alongside with Mask Parade tracking the top pair, a length and a half behind. The half went in 51 seconds flat for Slip Mahoney. Next, galloping along smoothly, he's in second, and Mask Parade. No change in the running order. Slip Mahoney. Next, keeping him in his sights. Next, looking for 6 in a row. His average margin of victory has been 12 lengths, and he sits in second as they move on to the backstretch. 2 more back to Mask Parade. Slip Mahoney a half length. Next is starting to turn up the pressure without being asked to do so. Next, within a head now of Slip Mahoney. 2 lengths back, Mask Parade and Manny Franco. They went 1 mile in 1:43. It's Slip Mahoney and Next, stride for stride. Next, starting to get the upper hand now. There he goes. Next takes over. Slip Mahoney, fully extended. Mask Parade is moving into second. Mask Parade's going to take a shot at Next. Next has the lead, still in hand and in command. Mask Parade will try to make him work. Manny Franco all over Mask Parade, a half length behind Next. Next still under a stranglehold. Leads it and opens up. He's ready to put on a show at Saratoga once again. Next turns for home with a 3-length lead over Mask Parade. They're at the top of the stretch. And this is Next World. He is all alone, just strolling through. Let him hear it from the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Next, winning the Birdstone. Once again, he will win by more than the 12 he's accustomed to. Next gallops. Mask Parade checked in second.
And they're off. A little awkward there was Lure Him In, but did break with some early speed. And Drake's Passage is up there with the leaders as well. And here comes Next. Next towards the outside is just going to stalk Drake's Passage. Comfortable margin between the two as Lure Him In is now back to 5th. Is passed to the outside by Di Vernon, and also right there is Mask Parade. That's the leading 5. Just off of them is Spencer's Boy Luna. And the trailer will be Croupy. It's going to be Drake's Passage and Manny Franco to take him to that first turn. 24 seconds flat, the opening quarter mile. Next is Engage, right to the outside here in second. Lure Him In is tightly at the rail, still in third. In between horses is John Velasquez with Di Vernon is in the 4th position. It's a shared 4th now as moving forward Kendra Carmouche and Mask Parade as they all hold their positions as they get set to work to the backstretch. The 2 still at the back, Spencer's Boy Luna with the trailer, Croupy. 49-1 for the half-mile time. Drake's Passage still does it easily, is up by 3/4 of a length. The heavy favorite Next continues to just stalk this pace setter, is watching this pace setter and within a half length now of the lead. Mask Parade starts to move forward, center of the racetrack, and back to 5th. There's Di Vernon with Lure Him In still tightly at the rail, and there's the first move. Croupy starts to move in closer. Croupy is within 6 of the lead. The trailer, Spencer's Boy Luna, 1:14 flat for 3/4 of a mile. They start to pick up the tempo up front with less than a half mile to go in the Brooklyn. The leader is Drake's Passage, who takes it right to next, who's just waiting for the cue towards the outside. All alone now in third is Mass Parade, as Di Vernon is all in and trying to make up some ground. Krupe continues this rally from the back, and Krupe is the one who catches the eye so far. Dropping back was Lure Him In. Next is ready to challenge and take the lead. Krupe continues to build momentum from the back end of the field. Mass Parade and Drake's Passage still there. Is between these four. Next now kicks away and does it so easily. Next is trying to sprint away from the rest of the field. Drake's Passage is alone in second. Krupe continues to run on, but inside the final furlong, look at Next do his thing. Inside the final 16th now, it's the Brooklyn, and all you can say is Next. Next wins it, then comes Krupe, Drake's Passage, then a photo between Di Vernon and Mass Parade in 2 minutes 13.
And they're off. Good start for Classic Causeway, who sets out for the lead. Next comes on for that outside post. OP Firecracker broke near the top. It is now pulled back. In the meantime, Master Game took an awkward step there, stumbled briefly, lost a few lengths, and is back trailing the field. So around the first turn, and it is Classic Causeway, the leader. Next is affixed to him, and these two go 1-2 with about a quarter to go. Donegal Forever reserved inside while third. Red Runs racing in fourth. OP Firecracker covered up down inside fifth. Mask Parade coasting along while sixth. Di Vernon's in seventh. And at the back early is Master Game, who's climbing just a bit at the back of the pack. About 8 lengths off the lead, maybe a bit more than that, from the leading Classic Causeway, who's in front by 2.5 lengths with a mile to go. Next has backed off him and will track the pace from second into that clubhouse turn. Donegal Forever coasting along down inside reserved while third. Red Run in no hurry so far fourth. OP Firecracker to that one's inside still fifth. Mass Parade, Di Vernon, and Master Game at the back as they head for the backstretch run where Classic Causeway has kicked away. Now it's a 5-length lead with 6 furlongs to go. Brian Hernandez Jr. nursing out the speed of Classic Causeway's 6-length advantage with 5 furlongs remaining. Next is Isolated back in second, getting a little bit closer now midway down the backstretch run. Another 3 from there to Donegal Forever racing in third. OP Firecracker coming through down inside fourth. Red Runs right there to fifth. Mass Parade in sixth. Di Vernon nudged along while seventh. Master Game is at the back. They've caught up to Classic Causeway. Here's Next to saunter up alongside, and Next grabs the lead right at the 3/8 pole. Next in front, midway round the far turn. Classic Causeway's back into second. Red Run sent up outside while third. Mass Parade has taken over fourth. Di Vernon comes through toward the inside fifth. Quarter mile to go. Next to catch the lead is 5 off the turn. Next comes wide off the turn, but is in control. 3/16 remaining. Di Vernon comes through between horses. Mass Parade down the center. Classic Causeway gives way. Red Run is there, but up top it is all Next, who's clear by a dozen lengths with a 16th to go. Geared down on the return trip for Next. Next, much the best, 9 or 10 in the end. Di Vernon came on to grab second. Mass Parade was third, tight for fourth. Red Run or Classic Causeway.
Off and racing in the Greenwood Cup on the inside. Suigo Star broke alertly, but it's going to be Next, the gray to come up and take command. Fowler Blue in second, followed by Riding with Biden. Then a gap of 2 or so back to Calibrate. Suigo Star after that alert beginning, settling off the pace. My Imagination and Forewarned is the early trailer. As they begin their run into the far turn for the first time, Next has a half a length or so, Riding with Biden, pressure to his outside. Calibrate's eager to move up a little bit closer. He's tugging on the reins. Then it's Fowler Blue. Back to My Imagination, Suigo Star, and Forewarned. The opening quarter, 25-3, as they head down the stretch for the first time today. Next, he's going to try to take them gate to wire here. Next, Riding with Biden right to his outside. Fowler Blue, Calibrate as they go by the finish line for the first time. Next is maintaining that advantage, just a length over Riding with Biden as they head into the turn. Next, Riding with Biden, Calibrate, then to his inside, Fowler Blue. The field pretty well spread out here. My Imagination, Forewarned, and Suigo Star is way at the back. The half 50 flat as they make their way through the turn. Looks like a two-horse race so far between Next and Riding with Biden. They are putting some distance between themselves and the rest of the field as they head down the backstretch. Next, Riding with Biden's moving a little bit closer. Then it's back to Fowler Blue, about 4 lengths back to his outside. Calibrate, then it's a long way back. My Imagination Forewarned. He's a closer with his work cut out for him. And Suigo Star, you can really see them all back there. Next, Let Out just a notch, trying to keep Riding with Biden in bay, the persistent presence of the defending champion as they head down the backstretch. There is a half mile left to go in the Greenwood Cup, and Next, Riding with Biden has kept him company the entire way. Next, over Riding with Biden, then that gap between them and the rest of the field continuing to open up. Fowler Blue holding his position in third. Calibrate, My Imagination's being asked from the back, Forewarned as well, and nothing from Suigo Star today as they make their way around the final turn. Next has been unleashed. He is putting some daylight between himself and Riding with Biden, who's trying hard in second, but Next is just putting on a show as they go through the turn and hit the top of the stretch. Next, a gray horse on a gray day, and he is in command. Riding with Biden in on the rail, splashing up the rail, but it is all about Next, the true marathoner, just striding home. It's just a matter of how much he wants to win by with a 16th left to go, and Next gets the win in the Greenwood Cup. Next, your front-running winner, Riding with Biden, trying to hold on for a second over My Imagination and Forewarned on the rail.